Okay, this is Mr. Midshipman, and I wanted to show you my new instrument panel that I got on eBay for like under 30 bucks. That's about what they all cost from China. Probably where they're made anyway. Here's the old one. And you can see it's just annoying that I have this scratch right here. Can you see that? See it? So I'll be looking at that all day, because that's what you keep looking at right here. That's your tack, you know. And over here, these things cost like 200, over a couple $100, up to 500 bucks for one. So what's the new one look like? Comes in a box. It was here really fast from China. I was surprised. A little over a week, no more than 10, not even 10 days from the day I ordered it. See, that doesn't have the scratch on it. And it's got this, like, you know, shrink wrap or saran wrap type of stuff on it till you're done putting it in and you don't scratch it with your fingernails or something. It's got the same buttons, rubber buttons. It's got the gauges. Yep, that says neutral. There's a gas meter, and that one's the high beams. And make sure you buy one of these, because I found out when I grew up in America, I found out 90% of the men don't want to ask directions, and they also don't want to read their owner's manual. How many times did you ever see anybody read it? And that's what it's called. The instrument panel, right over here, number 8, the fuel indicator light. Let's see if they can tell you what that does, because they didn't read they didn't read their owner's manual. Ask them, say, what's that do? I'll tell you what it does. It flashes as soon as you put the key in to show you that it's operating, and then when you start running low on fuel, it starts flashing again. Alright, because it says so right there. That's why. So read this. I'll tell you what, buy it. Wait till none of your friends are around. Read it. Don't be like me and tell them that you read it, because they'll really come all over you like they do me. You know? So here's the bushings right here that I basically soaked in this Armor All. See? So if you want to listen to that bar drunk up at the end of the bar telling you how it makes his dash crack, you'll see now with the power of the internet, there's almost like 10 to 1 he's lying, because a lot of people, you know, you can send a picture, because they do even have cameras now on their phones, and you can take a picture of your dash. Go and look on their images on Google, and you'll see the guy go, hey, how come that dash looks the same as this dash? That's because this guy with his dashboard saying, hey, I never used Armor All. My dash is cracked in the same place. So to make a long story short, everybody in America is sue crazy. We know that, right? That's a give me. So they're trying to sue this big company that's been around for like 40 years, which got probably $1 billion. Sure, that's all they're trying to do. It's like that when the gas pedals were sticking on the Toyotas. Remember that one guy in his Prius driving up New York, and the cop even went along with it. So see, these are soaked in that stuff. That's why I put it in that baggie. So, yeah, now it will come out easier the next time. You swear that you're going to break it pulling it out. I'll show you what holds it. Very simple. Just this bolt right here, which is this rubber grommet right here. See? I took out, but I didn't need it because they give you one, see? So, then there's these 2 grommets right here that go into the frame. And these were like hardened and stiff. So now that they're all Armor All saturated, it's like they're going to slip real easy over these. See these 2 pins right here? Just plastic barbs like? Yep, that's all you do is you get like some kind of flat bar behind here, padded, with a piece of cardboard, and just pop it off slowly, and then pull this side, pop, pull, and pop, it comes right out. then you just release this this instrument boot and pull out the plug, which is kind of strange. You want to study that. Get a headlamp, man. It's the only way to really see. You might even have to turn your lights off. Y'all, a whole different way. I don't do things at all like you do. If I worked in a shop, I'd turn all the lights out and just use a headlamp. Then you can look and see what clip's holding it each way. And then you pull that plug out. Don't pull on the wires. You have to pull in the plastic plug. You're pulling the wires out of the plug when you do that. It's all wrong. So, all I really needed was the faceplate. You know, this part right here. But they give you both pieces. You can see they're well made. But it's not coated on in the inside, so you don't want to smudge the inside up putting it together, or you'll never be able to clean it. So, put these back in the frame. Also, this boot here, I gave 5 coats of Armor All, because it was like, I don't know if you've seen that, what it's called, I don't know the word for it, but it's when the rubber starts turning like a white, and it's ready to start to split and crack. You don't want that. You don't want that at all. Then you'll have water getting in up inside these instruments, and you'll need a whole new instrument panel. Like I said, it's a unit. You can't just buy the tachometer or a certain LED feature. It's insane to think such stuff like that. But these people in here with their rhetorical comments, they think I'm not stupid that I don't know that's what they're trying to do. They're smarter than you are if you can't figure out that's what they are. They're just rhetorical comments. So use this stuff. It's good. I prefer it better than that other stuff that I bought for marine use. Some kind of rubber polish. Doesn't do anything really. Doesn't lubricate them up like that. Let me give you an example before we go. See what I mean? Look. And that's on there, and then when you slide it off, you can see it doesn't want to come off too easy because it's stuck over top of this barb right there, see? So now they'll come off easier though because they're not as hard, see what I mean? They're not hardened like hardened plastic rubber that's rotten and stuff. The rubber ones, I had hip boots and I sprayed them. They were even dry rotted. You could see the cracks in them. It was about this time of year. I didn't have another pair of hip boots to go trout fishing. I dumped them down with this Armor All, and it made all the cracks go away and everything. In fact, the hip boots were so nice looking, somebody stole them. Yeah. Probably that brother of mine, Dr. Roxo. Oh my God, that son of a bitch is no rotten good. He's on heroin, meth. You might like him. Smokes cigarettes, always got a drink in his hand. He's a real asshole. Dumb as a box of rocks, though. So, now we're just going to put this together. It's very simple. Just need a Phillips screwdriver and take out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I wonder why it's 9. They don't like odd numbers. Huh. Yeah, so take them out with your Phillips and get back to me and let me know how it worked out. Okay, here's the 9 bolts I took out, see? And once you take the 9 bolts out, this thing pretty well just drops right out, see? Very gently pull it apart. And you go, see what I mean? It's not really fixable or replaceable. So I tried using the heat gun, and lucky I didn't, because it'll burn that stuff. This is like really fine stuff, and you can see it's put on there with 2-way tape. So we didn't have 2-way tape, so we just used this clear silicone RTV. It's extreme heat. The only reason we use this is because it's in a small tube, and then we got these paintbrushes. I think you get like 100 of them at Home Depot for $1. And then that way we can like precisionally painted one there, see? And then we just stick them on there like that. And man, that is just as good as new. Yep. Put some right in here. Yep, just like that. That's how it's done. Okay, like, if you wanted to, you could just put this on here, on the old one. It does fit. It's just that this one's all got, like, rub marks too, and plus I wanted to show you what to do if you have to use the new one. There really is absolutely no difference. It's the same thickness, same quality plastic. Yep. The only real difference is it doesn't have the serial number on the back. See? Right there. There's none here. That's about it. Okay, now that I got the gasket out, I take this Corning's Release Compound number 7, highly dielectric, and we just rub. See, there's a little bit of a nick right there. Should just buy a new one, if there is such a thing. There's another bad spot. Yeah. And that's why we put this stuff on, so it doesn't get like that any worse. Yep. Meanwhile, we could still put this on and look and see if there is such a thing as one of these. Don't believe it. Now, we can put this in here, because I believe it goes this way. Doesn't really show you too much, but it does appear to be a perfect fit like that, see? And then you can push it down with a small blade, razor blade, cut it some more. Now, nice screwdriver, very gently. And also, this didn't want to come apart until I just laid it like that. See? And then I just shook it like this, and then and back and forth until it just released, and it fell right out like that. And it doesn't have any smudges on it or anything, so you just might as well stick it right back in there before it does get all smudged. There. See this little pin right here? That little pin's got to come up through the circuit board. Make sure you don't miss that. It's the whole secret. Or you'll end up forcing it and breaking it. Now look, see, she sets down there perfectly all the way around. Now you can put the screws in. Stick them all in by hand first. Make sure you got them all started nicely. And there you go. Damn straight. That's what I'm talking about. Now, if you're pretty handy with this tool, you can just put this together. Like now. See, they're slipping out. Not really good. That bumping noise. If you're making that noise, you want to go back to the screwdriver, which I'm going to anyway. Hear that bumping noise? Not good. Yep, not good. And this one here. It sure is faster though, isn't it? We can go back to using this, which is the number 2 screwdriver. Oh yeah, they're tight already. The impact wrench tightened them really super tight. Except that one that was bumping. See, they won't bump when you do this. Make sure you crack it now. Tighten it so tight with your He-Man strength there. And there she is. See, you're looking for that perfectness. And that's all she wrote. She's ready to go back in. Then we can take the plastic cover off. So let's put it back in, huh? Hell yeah. And this stuff, put the cap back on. Now you know this is silicone sealant and this is silicone grease. Make sure you have these right here, this little piece right here sticking through the circuit board, and then make sure you have this little pin sticking to the circuit board, and it'll go down, otherwise it won't go together. So you see this, that's where they go in, one here, and then there's one here behind this bearing piece you can't see. And I took this Dow Corning number 7 and I smeared the layer right up along here. Let me do that now. Smeared it right in here, like so, and right around the rim of the rubber. Just like a catch in there. And look how nice that rubber came out. Can you see that from the, right here is where it would probably tear, from the, Armor All. Yeah, and I put Armor All on this tubing here for the brake. That was like getting all milky. So, make sure you put this thing on first. And we'll just put that away. See that? You have to push down on this to take it apart. See how I push down on that? It's a bugger because they don't give you much tolerances. So by greasing this up with that silicone, it'll slide off anyways here. Now, see, I was ready to jump the gun. You'll need to take this socket cap bolt out, because I always stick them back in if I can, and then I don't lose them. You know that's that third socket cap bolt right there. And this is what these T-wrenches are good for, see? Nice and long, reach down in there. Yeah, they're not for like, I don't know what you thought they were for, but some people on Harbor Freight think they're for something else. Impact wrenches or something. So yeah, you gotta put this into there. With that thing on the bottom, that release. There. There, it locked in. Once you figure it out, then you got it. And then then you put the rubber over top. Yep. And that's about it. Now you slide these two plastic barbs I showed you into those rubber grommets, and she slides right in there. See? And that's it. And then you take this and put this in the other rubber grommet with the T-wrench. Yep, that's it. And there she is. She's in there, man. Beautiful. You can tighten that pretty tight because it's just the rubber grommet you're tightening. Not super tight like you want to, but you know, like I want you to. Yeah, so don't listen to that guy calling everybody a squid. Because he's the real squid. And don't listen to these people that make these derogatory comments either. Like, oh yeah, that's just what everybody needs. I like that red. Is it really red? I can't believe it. It's awesome. See, everything works pretty good. So that's about it.